Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter may eventually move forward with some new LLC paperwork, but will he really subscribe control back over to Ridge and Steffi? Carter duped Steffi and Ridge by putting his own name down as the director of the LLC. Since Ridge and Steffi trusted Carter, they inked everything and inadvertently put Forrester power in his hands. Carter is in charge of Forrester Creations now, but this ain't go on ever. The Forresters have to get their company back at some point, so that's why Carter's formerly having an extremity of heart. Brooke has been working hard to move Carter that he needs to undo the damage of this achievement. There's still a chance for Carter to repair his fellowship with Ridge if he makes effects right. Daphne has also been trying to get through to Carter thanks to her plot with Steffi. Now that Carter's facing further pressure, it could lead to him ultimately surrendering and restoring Forrester power. It actually seems like a rather lackluster ending to this plot if Carter just grottos in and does the right thing. It would have been more satisfying if Justin had helped the Forresters find some legal strategy to take the company back by force. That said, numerous observers are presumably ready to just see this story conclude one way or another. Perhaps it doesn't matter all that much how it happens as long as it does. Of course, we also have to consider the possibility that there'll be a hitch to drag all this out indeed further. It's possible Carter will have new LLC paperwork drawn up and intend to file it duly, but Commodity might change his mind. Just when Carter is ready to give Steffi and Ridge power back, he might find out about Daphne being a factory. Carter may lash out over his love with Hope being targeted and avenged by jilting his plan to restore Forrester control. Whatever the case, our prognostications point to further commercial drama, so don't miss all the instigative news to come. Carter will have to make some tough opinions in the coming occurrences, so stay tuned for updates on his pretensions. Luna and Remy will collide while Finn horrifies Steffi with a concession. At the Spencer Manse, Luna will find Remy in the living room and ask if he's there to fix the AC. Remy will feel like he recognizes Luna, so he'll ask if he knows her. It's possible Remy and Luna had some kind of connection in the history, but there might be a simpler explanation. Remy may eventually realize he's seen Luna's print plastered each over the news as the person who wiped out those Il Giardino workers. Luna might end up soliciting Remy to keep quiet about her house arrest situation. Remy may admit he's trying to find redemption as well, but Commodity tells us his new connection to Luna could bring trouble for them both. Over with Liam. He'll admit to Steffi that life doesn't look the way he pictured it would at this point. Steffi will try to lift Liam's spirits and help him see that he's still got a lot to be thankful for. At Forrester Creations, Hope will continue to cloud over Carter wavering on the preemption and everything they've been negotiating. It looks like Hope may condemn Brooke for getting inside Carter's head, since she's got a showdown with her mama coming up. As Hope faces off with Brooke, she'll contend they can't give in to Steffi and Ridge demands. Hope doesn't want to go back to how effects were ahead, so she'll fight hard to help that. Finn sitting down with Steffi to deliver the concession he promised her. In the promo clip, Finn admits he has Commodity to tell Steffi and adds that it's Commodity she wouldn't want to hear. It looks like Finn may go through with telling Steffi about Luna's maternity, so she should hear the whole shocking Poppy story and find out he's Luna's father. Steffi's going to flip out once she gets updates on this stunner, so we'll bring you more prognostications on her terrified response. Bill may ask Finn to do one thing for Luna. Will Bill deliver a request that could end Steffi marriage? Once the verity comes out about Luna being Finn's son, that news is going to shake up the oil. Bill will clearly be thrown for a circle when he learns Finn is Luna's biopater, and not just her consanguineous kinsman. Of course, Bill will realize that on some position Luna tasted this strong connection to Finn. After all, Luna has been talking about her recreating Finn dream, and her regrets about hurting his family. Luna has also been wondering if perhaps eventually Finn might be suitable to forgive her. Bill presently has dubieties about whether that's possible, but he may change his mind once this B&B maternity stunner gets exposed. Now that Bill has grown near to Luna again and believes in her metamorphosis, he may eventually have a heart-to-heart with Finn and prompt him to see her in a new light. Bill will surely admit that Luna has done some awful effects, including remedying Steffi and locking her in a pen. Still, Bill will also want to bandy the advancements he's seen in Luna and her evolving character. Maybe Bill will contend he believes Luna is truly trying to turn her life around and make amends. That brings us to Bill's implicit request for Finn and the tight spot it could put him in. Bill may ask Finn to forgive Luna and open his heart to her in the process. Perhaps Bill will hope that true remission will lead to Luna eventually having the father she's craved her entire life. Bill might push Finn to get past what Luna's done, so he can authentically step up for her. Still, Steffi may feel betrayed and worry this is turning into a agony like the bone they formerly endured with Sheila. If Finn does completely forgive Luna, by forgiving Luna and seeking a relationship with her, our prognostications allude Finn could be putting his marriage to Steffi on the line. Luna's maternity will lead to a whole lot of drama, so stay tuned for updates on all the mayhem. Steffi and Hope faced off over Brooke while Daphne had some advice for Carter. At the Forrester manse, Taylor assured Ridge and Eric that the man Carter used to be was still in there nearly. Taylor felt confident that Carter would make some updates to his perspective and break free from Hope's hold on him ultimately. At Forrester Creations, Hope tasted that Carter wasn't as agitated as he should be about the jewelry line launch. After Hope guessed Carter had dubieties about whether it would succeed, she offered consolation and allowed he should be celebrating his big moment. Of course, Carter was actually dealing with guilt after the work Brooke had been doing to get through to him. In the design office, Daphne remained confident that she could get Carter to see that Hope had brainwashed him. That said, Daphne saw no need to give up on the temptation angle. Daphne planned to keep using it in addition to this new focus on Carter's heart. As Daphne talked about how handsome Carter was, Steffi tasted that Daphne authentically liked him. Although Daphne's precedence was coming through for Steffi, she confessed she now had a particular charge to deliver Carter from Hope. Latterly, Hope came on and smelled that Daphne had been in the design office before. Steffi wound up speaking with Hope about the jewelry line launch and her continued disapprobation of the achievement. Hope made it clear that Steffi had better get used to the power shift since nothing was going to change it. Brooke appeared during the argument and sounded uneasy over Hope's station. Especially formerly Steffi played up the effect all this was having on Ridge and Eric. Once Brooke took off, it gave Steffi a chance to push Hope's buttons and suggest that indeed her mama was starting to see the light. Steffi acted like Brooke was feeling the consequences now that she was alone while Ridge was back with Taylor. Hope took a poke about Ridge's incapability to commit and assured Steffi that Brooke's heart wasn't a problem. As far as Hope was concerned, Brooke was a great CEO and made an awful platoon with Carter. Back with Daphne, she took Carter's hand in the main office and admitted she'd been allowing about him. Carter got a puzzled look on his face and flat, as Jewel asked if Daphne was coming on to him. Charlie intruded compactly, but Daphne proceeded her charge once he was gone. The idea of running Forrester Creations without the Forresters was strange to Daphne, and she allowed. It must be strange to Carter as well. Daphne also refocused out that Hope had Carter wrapped around her cutlet. Since Hope was putatively giving Carter all the love and devotion he was pining, Daphne suggested he'd do anything to make it last, indeed betray a friend. From the doorway, Brooke watched and heeded as Daphne suggested that this preemption wasn't who Carter really was. Daphne leaned in close and prompted Carter to suppose about what she said before dashing off. Brooke told Carter that they had commodity in common, so he assumed she meant their love for Hope. Brooke claimed they had a collective love for Ridge too and knew Carter must miss him as much as she did. Carter stood there looking reflective as Brooke refocused out that Ridge belonged at Forrester Creations. Carter's guilt will continue to take a risk, so stick with us for prognostications on the disquieting news that's ahead in his relationship with Hope.